lakad matatag!
Normally. Extra movement speed. I don't know why people don't do that, and Keeper of the Light is a really interesting one. BO3 is gonna take it, so it's one of those mid Keeper of the Lights that have been gone.
And all of a sudden the enemy learns your ward spots, kind of. All of the ones we can steal by spectating the pro players all day, right?
Ooh, look at Imitator. Oh, he's gonna go down. That's the power of Tusk and Nature's Prophet in the lane.
Was it off under the tower, making sure the creep wave can't even get there. And that is a problematic stage for Lina to last from, but as you can see, the Tusk is gonna get taken down on the bottom lane, just barely by Imitator before Imitator drops. He is gonna need XP and nothing else really. And with that Dawnbreak, set up his combo. Oh boy, never mind that. Imitator is just gonna go down. Yeah, he had a Mango ready. He was in a spot to turn. But I don't think he expected just that much damage coming out from Nature's Prophet plus Tusk all at once.
I also feel like they could have taken...
That has always been the biggest counterkeep of the Light. Because of course, with the build he's going for, he is kind of walk up to you instead of the other way around. And you cannot walk up to a hero like Death Prophet, of course. LMF on the bottom lane goes on down with the tag team. And this time around they showed just how easily they can get the Dawnbreaker kill.
Oh, Imitator's not happy. He's just being body blocked by Treants and Trill, showing us that he has really nimble fingers and good micro skills. Will not lead to a kill on Tiny, but they are convincingly winning this lane. And Dawnbreaker, she is now the poorest of all cores. I feel like it's well just defeated.
Yeah, and now herself, as that is gonna be a perfect arrow into the Lina, and Lina goes him down.
11 didn't have mana.
How do they say greed is feed, right? Because this Brewmaster, he isn't really feeding, but he's level 2. He died for 2, will not quite, as Keeper of the Light once again comes on in, turns it around on the Death Prophet. Death Prophet is now zoned on out and low health, and with that, I think everybody is just gonna back off, or are they? As Tiny comes on in, there's the Avalanche, but a Snowball save. This time around it is instantly, and Tiny is gonna be screwed up, or is he? Yeah, well, Dawnbreaker, not quite enough to save him with the Solar Guardian, and everybody from IG now has to get themselves back again, but it's already too late. Double kill for 43.
Oh, that was a couple of really great plays by him.
For iG.Vitality, unless they want to take this game truly, like you said, to the 60-minute mark and beyond.
Oh, mid lane, Summer might be in a bit of a trouble. Blink reveal, and an immediate follow-up with nukes. 11 doesn't even get the chance to use Culling Blade. They're chasing for more.
Imitator is gonna get snowballed up, it's gonna get stunned. Avalanche tossed out to turn around, trying to make every bit of space. But hey, at the very least he didn't get Culling Bladed, right? Because X goes that input for being out of position and create space for your carry to farm. Checking in on the Nature's Prophet, you can see that he went for a Midas build. Now Solar Guardian is gonna come out to try and enable to on the X over in the triangle, and with that it is gonna be a kill. It just takes 4 men to, like 4 men and a Brewmaster ultimate to bring down an X. That seems perfectly fair and balanced, right?
Yeah, I think it's an okay trade. I mean, they are far behind, and they are playing super greedy. If they get Ace here as well, it actually could be pretty important.
That would be, yeah, that would be huge, especially with the Keeper of the Light now in a position to fight, but the Exorcism still being available and doing so much damage. LMF gets himself a double kill, and this only high value kills going the way of iG. This is why nobody picks late game anymore, because in most games there isn't even a late game with how quickly everybody gets rich.
Yeah, I think the average game length has decreased slightly. Oh, nice arrow by SE, and he just gets a freebie here. A solo kill on the enemy offlaner. Will probably not get punished. Will actually get a courier on top of it, and will work on the Imitator.
Now they're gonna continue on the Tiny as well as the Brewmaster. iG.Vitality.
So far, it's working kind of as expected for both sides. iG.Vitality, with their ultimates, they're really strong. But the moment they use their ultimates, suddenly there is no way for them to come back. Summer will be gone on. Went for Lotus Orb first item, but it's not gonna help him.
It's just not gonna do enough. Yeah, that Keeper of the Light once again doing all the work just by being there, and it's gonna follow up onto SJ as well, making it absolute 3.
He's being destroyed, and he was one of the highest net worths in the game. He had a perfect opportunity to take over the map, and so far it's not working. Roshan?
Yeah. to be fair, the Death Prophet did kind of get avoided every time her ultimate was on was off cooldown, and Mirana able to just barely survive, turn around onto Tiny with that Cutting Blade Axe is gonna get himself a nice little chunk of armor and a good snowball. Is gonna try to continue the fight, but Lina finally found an angle to hit somebody, and not just somebody, but Trill position 1. Summer is gonna die for that, but you hit people for a full BKB duration or the game's kind of over. But in order to keep it that way, you've got to make sure not to throw a high ground push. The snowball comes out onto the Brewmaster. Brewmaster doesn't get too old like that, and Tiny goes on down next. Axe will get chopped apart, but at what cost? Dawnbreaker goes down, and Lina able to hit people. Yes, dealing damage. Yes, actually got 2 kills in the way of iG.Vitality, but stopping this push, no.
But that was a pretty good showcase of why Lina is favored so much. Her only attack item, quote-unquote, is Maelstrom, and she dealt 3,000 damage, landed a 2-man stun, and basically...
The Axe initiation, they're gonna be just fine. iG.Vitality walking up the high ground, and Axe actually decided not to go for a call for a change, as Lilgun are now resetting, and Mirana has to press an ultimate just to make sure that this reset can occur, but they will find a Brewmaster out of that immediately. Brewmaster will just be deleted. LMF press BKB to try and turn there. Means the Sprout is off the mark, but it's still just a waste BKB as iG.Vitality lose their Tiny. Get their Death Drop Walrus Punch. And I think Summer is gonna die for this, right? Yeah, the chain steps are there. In comes the Soda Guardian to try and at least help out a little bit. But Death Prophet goes on down, and Mage Prophet right kicking like a boss will make sure it may actually be a full-blown team wipe. Well, no, Lina actually got herself out, but it's only Lina
as well. Luckily for iG.Vitality, they have low respawn timers. Unluckily, Imitator kind of went for both Magic Wand upgrade, Phase Boots, Windlace. It's basically his Blink Dagger, and he doesn't have it 24 minutes in. That's really bad, and he's gonna get punished for it. SJ will get his ultimate off.
Yeah, the Tiny may have bought just a few too many early game items, though you were already playing not to lose rather than to win for a couple of minutes here at iG.Vitality. So I'm not gonna judge the items, I am gonna judge Summer for getting one-shotted that freaking quickly though, because yeah, the Death Prophet was the one lane you weren't losing, and the second Death Prophet started to fall up was just a you've lost 3 lanes, now you're gonna get stumped without a comeback at this type of game.
Yeah, I think at this point, this is an impossible ask. If I'm a IGV, I'm just resetting, I'm just calling GG, and waiting for the next game to start. This one, they got completely obliterated by Lilgun.
Yeah, GG gets called at not even 20.
Them just being overrun, and they also get to tap this morphling with a Viper pick, which is fine. Actually, I'm not sure. Like, Enchantress goes Blightstone here. Viper might be in a bit of a trouble.
Right here against Lone Druid, and to kind of make use of your tank grab too, and it looks like Rubik, he is just gonna get freaking melted with the Lone Druid being able to get in hit after hit, and the magic missile to enable it all.
That is a short duration stun. It's only 1.4 seconds.
Yeah, he doesn't have to solo carry. He just has to make enough space for the morphing to come online. And of course, if you're ever gonna get enough space for a greedy hero like Morphling, that's also gonna require a really good Storm game. But if Doom wins his lane and Storm comes online before the Lone Druid does, it could create the space for Morphling. I wouldn't rule it out. However, on the bottom lane, we are gonna see a brawl happening, and that is gonna be a kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, it would seem like this Eng pick is also actually working out fairly well. Ukyo on the bottom lane is now getting ran at with that Scorched Earth, but the Scorched Earth ends just before the Shadow Fiend dies, and now they're diving awfully deep for just one SF kill, which means Ace is probably gonna go down, maybe not. He's still running out of there, and with a nice body block from the Doom, he's actually gonna be fine. Very well played once again from the side of Lilgun. Currently available in all of Dota, in on the person you're stunning.
Oh, they're going for Bear in the river. Summer, looking at that, will not be able to get anything. But in the meantime, top lane, LMF will fall. He was left alone here, and he, as well as Trill, managed to get this really important kill.
Yeah, the Viper dying, that's actually going to be a ton of experience. And it is, of course, Trill who benefits of that the most. We've talked about his momentum pretty much the entire last 5 minutes. And rightfully so, because without the morphling, this draft is just gonna fall apart from the side of Lilgun. Without the morphling hitting pretty much all timings. Storm Spirit is actually suffering so much against the against the Lone Druid, and Ukyo is gonna go down over on the bottom lane. That Ukyo, nice. Requiem coming out, allowing iG.Vitality to get most of their heroes away. However, the hero they are not gonna get out. It's gonna be the Mirana.
Oh, they're absolutely happy with that. They see Doom being used, and they're like, okay, yeah, no more Doom. We get to play the game now. Ukyo, his Requiem is high value ability, but at this point in time, his job is not to fight, it's mostly to farm. He's setting up for a...
I think you just want the AoE self-Doom here, because that makes it so much more effective to use the Doom ultimate against the Lone Druid.
So, a bit of invasion, but it's gonna get cut short with a good Moonlight Shadow usage. As he is trying to survive, will not be lucky. LMF might be in some trouble, though.
Nice swap out, and everybody will just back themselves out as they're on their half of the map again. But Lilgun can now transition this into an excellent tower push, should they feel so inclined.
The tower in the mid lane is gone.
Just how they're trying to outscale this. Since, oh boy, Lone Druid, he is gonna get doomed once. Well, good luck microing your Baron now. He is gonna use it for the extra life steal. But with an End hitting into it, actually, Lone Druid still taking through this for a while longer. They get a deny on him. Amazing play, and that was the Doom wasted for nothing, as now the real Doom goes down as well.
He doesn't have resummon for 26 seconds, so that's the only saving grace, but he's also dead for like 20, so he's gonna not have a bear for just a little while. And I feel like he kind of had the chance to survive, actually, maybe a little bit, because...
And well, once again, with the Vengeful Spirit plus Mirana combo, it looks really, really easy in how they go about it too.
Yep, these two heroes just destroying a position 1. There was a chance for Morphling to press Attribute Shift, I think, but it wasn't utilized.
Yeah, this is a very small time frame with Stunlock like that, even if you do get a little bit of space in between. Now in the mid lane, a big fight is gonna break loose with the Storm Spirit dying for LMF and the enchantment being the follow-up kill. You can no longer fight into this Lone Druid, and just as Lilgun realized that painful way, even end up losing their Rubik. Well, it's already worst case scenario. Vengeful can also always buy a shard, but actually waiting for the next potion, giving one to her when now going into the Yule. It could be interesting. You know what else is interesting? That Shadow Fiend just got doomed up, and maybe this time around they're gonna get the kill without deny. They will. 4-3 comes on in Nuke so much more, as he's also gonna set up a Vengeful Spirit for death and secure that kill for himself.
A pretty crucial misplay, I have to say, by Vengeful Spirit. She swapped out Storm Spirit, and he's like, you know what? I'm the most mobile hero in the game, as long as I have mana. So, swap me out for what? If she swaps out Shadow Fiend, he gets the damage resistance. I think that level...
She an incredible lot. Definitely not to be underestimated. And, looking across the grass. Okay, no time to look at the grass as on top lane. Another nice swap is gonna catch the Doom out of position. Meanwhile, Summer has killed off 4-3. And yeah, that is the two biggest kills they could have possibly gotten for the side of iG.Vitality at once. Not even killing off the Morphling would have been that big, because Morphling, the items he's going for, they indicate you still need 10 minutes of farm until you're able to fight. But at 10 minutes, the first day effect is definitely gonna be gone.
Yeah, I don't think if he gets it. Viper gets shard early on, so even more negative armor. Ukyo is not even level 15, he needs another creep wave.
Just be over by then.
Yeah, and I think the problem is maybe his itemization could have been a little bit less greedy. We talked about how he potentially needs a BKB early on to fight. Oh, somebody just died. Potentially needs an Aghanims to maybe deal with Shadow Fiend in his right clicks, just steal some damage, steal some stats. And he goes for like a default build, but it's not a default game, it's far from it. It's a game where Bear gets to go on high ground with Viper, amplifying the damage, and you destroy tier 3 towers in...
Yeah, that's actually a very fair point. And with that Morphling now having to fight too, it means every single team fight you don't win is exclusive loss just to the farm. He's missed, and down goes the Doom, down goes the Rubik. The swap this time around looked kinda underwhelming. And Summer, he's just gonna put his Bear up the high ground. This is gonna be no more TF3. That will be the Morphling dying as well, man, to jump the top out of there. But it will still very much be a lane of West Lake, if nothing else. GG gets called finally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have to say, I heavily disagree what Lilgun have drafted Prophet mid, Lina safe lane. So, semi-tanky mid, super tanky off lane, glass cannon carry, iG.V have everything they need. But Lilgun, they finish it off with an Ursa pick, and that is just...
It's gonna be the fun when both of them get fed, right? Especially with super high stat, super broady heroes like this, because Tiny, what he lacks for in all attributes, because for some reason he doesn't seem to be gaining any agility, must be bugged. Weird. I should write Valve about that. Well, Lina gets killed up on the top lane. That's gonna be the first one actually, going the way of Ace, who is now gonna try to get a follow-up on SJ.
Oh, that is such a strong lane and such a strong opening for Lilgun, because they...
If they could somehow get them to their Urza or to any other hero that needs farm, then I think Lilgun could suddenly have just such an easy time here.
Oh no, Trill. No, he's going down, I think. Yeah, he's going down to one more hit, LMF. He will finish off Ursa.
He stays so calm throughout that. I was, like, when he was at half health, right? He already kind of...
In either case, he's just gonna go Battle Fury from his quick buy, yeah. And will be fine. Should be fine, at least.
Yeah, I was about to ask you whether you think the Battle Fury build is a must here. Because honestly, at this point, it's kind of starting to look like it, and SJ trades himself for Ace once again over on the top lane, where every time a fight happens near that Lina, at the end of the day, Ukyo is just happy about it. Because he is getting so... the Laguna though, so Lina at least didn't quite get the kills just yet. With the Laguna, I'm sure you would have had at least one, if not both of those. And yeah, this game is just getting spicier and spicier by the minute on bottom lane. Urza also almost got dived by the Tidehunter. Back on top, 11 died to Ukyo this time around, and that will be a follow-up with the Rubik coming in, getting Ukyo really close to level 6 and getting... Okay, I kind of get where you're coming from. Because, yeah, losing his tempo is exactly what's happening to Trill right now. And maybe he can still get a Battle Fury in time before iG.Vitality start coming for him. But iG.Vitality, they will start off by just losing their Rubik. Can it be traded for something? From the looks of it, not quite.
Yep, 11 is... Oh, somebody's getting
nice
swapped.
Drop back onto the Hoodwink, running the crap out of there. Route, set something up, and that's gonna be that Hoodwink as well as Summer. Is he gonna live? He's actually gonna live thanks to the Fairy Fire, and a double kill now going the way of the Lina. Is gonna take care of that engagement. Lina, it is the one hero you of course gotta keep alive. So just having the ability to stay close to your team or the other way around, to get people in on the Lina quickly, they're both really powerful. And it doesn't matter how hard she hits if you're not able to get your right clicks in, which is the case here, which is why Rubik goes on down, and now Lina fighting for her stacks, almost kills the Marcy. A nice swap to the rescue, but SJ is gonna go down for that, and now Lina taking 3 to the back.
Summer will be able to wrap around, but I think he pays for that. Yeah, he pays for that with his life. So it's a really...
retaliated on with just how hard this game is looking right now. In comes a beautiful 1 stun, 2 stun, and a bunch of damage combo. However, SE on the Mirana already went down. Now Tiny chasing so deep for what's probably just a suicide mission.
I think it's once again the problem with Mirana. The way her arrow works is it gets a lot of extra damage the further out you are. And because he's leaping in for those arrows, once he gets his Blink Dagger, he's going for... not Blink Dagger, he's actually going for a Sage and Yasha. Can't blame him. Oh, Mirana is just dead.
Yep. Just throws out an ultimate as she goes on down, and I think for the most part has accepted it. It looks like a little bit of a late game, right?
You mean Lilgun or Vitality?
Lilgun, my bad.
Yeah, I feel like they have better late game just because of the Marcy factor. Marcy gets to lead people. We just saw what happens to him when he's been initiated on, and he will be forced to use his BKB.
The Ravage go under 3 people and with the leader in position. Marcy is just gonna instant die. Now SE on the Mirana goes for a nice little leap. Everybody is repositioning themselves around that high ground to make sure they can hit from the angle they are looking for. But Trill goes on the Lina. Lina gets swapped out, but she gets swapped from one side of Urza's melee range into the other, as now the Vengeful Spirit goes down as well. And this is the fight that Lilgun have been looking for.
Oh, that was a fight against Ravage. That was a fight where Marcy doesn't get to press her BKB. That was a fight where Marcy doesn't get to use her ultimate, and they clean house. They just absolutely demolish the enemy. Ursa is now second in net find somebody to blow up.
Yeah, well, Tiny doesn't need to look for long till they find a Tidehunter. Well, Tidehunter with the Kraken Shell. Maybe great at dealing with Tinies. He's not so great at dealing with Ursas. That's just the thing. And looking over on the top lane, a little bit of push happened, but from the looks of it, somebody is out to take their revenge. And that is gonna be yet another kill onto SJ.
In the meantime, 11, he's just toying with Ukyo. Doesn't get the last hit connecting, so has to disengage, doesn't get the slow. With BKB, Lina is just way too fast for him, so he does need Basher to be as effective as I was describing him. But he's actually hunting for more. Oh no, no, please don't. No, that should not be happening. Oh, his ultimate is weared off. Okay, at least there is that. Oh, it might not be enough.
But if Ukyo is gonna go down, yeah. You wanna make sure everyone is in a good formation. The support's leading the charge and such. But in comes the Ravage once again onto 3 people. And that means 2 of them are gonna get anchor stabbed. Tiny's still alive through all the damage from the Lina. Lina actually well hidden, but against the Urza, you cannot hide, you cannot run, you can only fight back. And fighting back, the Lina may try. Ooh, because she has the damage to actually do so from the looks of it. Holy crap. I did not expect Lina to just crap out that much damage in that short a time there.
Yeah, I mean...
Significantly less hard throughout those team fights. And everyone from Lilgun can just kind of bait out these engagements. Now Marcy is gonna initiate on Tidehunter. It is not gonna be that Tidehunter, it's just gonna be that Vengeful Spirit for that. Tidehunter is that, blinked himself back and gets comboed with the Marcy, getting herself a double.
Marcy is so values. That's why I was saying this hero is kind of stupid. You remember me saying it, right? It's just hero.
Oh, how could I not? We contested, however, Urza, he seeks an opening for the initiation. Will manage to get a quick kill onto SJ, but a nice 2-man Ravage with the Lina, delivering so much follow-up, machine gunning. It's really starting to hurt. Armor or no armor. Mirana, nicely keeping the Lina off their backs though. And with Ukyo just being unable to deal with the team, unable to re-cooperate there, it is gonna be pretty much only Lilgun left standing. That was a full-blown...
It's like once a second without her ultimate. So if they can wait it out, if they manage to kite enemy out, I think they're gonna be fine.
No waiting, only team fights they say. Urza procs a nice ultimate and will manage to take through the Lina machine gun as Lina now goes on down to a giant crit coming out from the Tiny with the Tree Storm. Trill, he is trying to run down LMF, looking for more. And of course the Marcy is once again there, because there's already full-blown Abyssal Blade. Yeah, he's getting there. That Swift Blink really does help, and it does wonders on the hero. But with the Nullifier, he also gets kited, right? Nullifier still slows when you get attacked last I checked.
Yeah, and Lina does attack really, really, really fast.
But that's the thing, because see, once again, you're bringing the Lina into this, and that sums up this draft. Okay, Summer gets jumped by the Tiny, and one more right click is gonna do it. Nice Sprout. Tiny really wants to take profit, and he is gonna be able to get much anymore due to everyone having a ton of armor and just playing specifically around the Lina almost.
Oh, he's hard committing for Bloodthorn on LMF. It's fine. Oh, they will get a freebie. Skrill is just dead.
Oof, yeah, these are kills that Lilgun really can't be bleeding, since iG.Vitality, every moment they do feel more and more powerful, that they hold on this supposedly impossible defense. That's gonna be a buyback, and initiation from the Urza comes on out. On top of that, Vengeful Spirit and Lina at the same time. And having a Tiny hit both of those with every hit, and then just a follow up there, it means 100 seconds no Lina, and the game is finally over.
Oh, that was such a beautiful arrow by Mirana. I just have to highlight it. He didn't even throw it at Lina, because Lina was stunned and he was throwing, at this point he was already throwing the arrow at Vengeful Spirit.
The Ravage, even with a full-blown Bloodthorn finish, Tidehunter couldn't really do a lot. Nice swap. And the Ravage comes out, but only on the Urza. And now that the one-man Ravage has finally been used, Tiny comes on in, finishes up Rubik. 4 starters, Marcy tries to run down H Prop, one more hit is gonna do it. Doesn't even get to kill herself because Tiny comes on and securing it. And yeah, at this point, it's just a race of who can make the most kills in the least time. GG is finally called. And from the looks of it, Lilgun, they do manage to move on out. They do manage to stay here at the Moon Studio Campfire.
Oh, what a beautiful game. I have to say, they